Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, 7.5s and above.
I guess I'm kicked off the pod.
Yeah. And
I'm out.
ugly people need not apply.
Do you think anyone here today is a 7.5 or above?
Well, I'm just talking about our listeners.
Oh,
It depends if I've shaved.
yeah.
Oh,
Then we
yeah.
should introduce the guest. We have Tyler Horvath, great
up?
comedian, Tampa Bay native.
Yeah.
That's the biggest credit
made
I
it.
want
I
to
made
say
it.
about Tyler.
Hilarious comic.
He's
He's
from
got
Tampa
with the
Bay.
Florida stubble right here.
Go
Florida
yeah.
stubble. Look at that stubble he brought into our
We don't
podcast.
have time. We don't have time to shave, man.
was
we
saying
got gators to wrestle.
He looks like
You
the
know?
pod racing master from Phantom Menace.
I-
Watto for our listeners.
You just roasted me with someone that you look more like that guy.
Yeah.
My stubble
Than
ain't
I
great
do.
either.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten that before, so I'm trying to deflect it
yeah.
onto you.
Yeah.
He's hey, you know, Anakin.
That's gonna be that, dude. Put that guy next to call
Someone
in.
do a little Photoshop
right
of me
in
next to Watto.
the three of us, and 100% he's closer.
You are, you're a character in like a science fiction like side quest where like you know something that like the hero needs to know.
do you want to know a secret?
Yeah.
You're the worst part of the game.
Yeah. I'm the Billy Goat under the Billy Goat's gruff.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what are you, Drago? You're the NPC before we even do anything to it.
Do you know what NPC means?
Non-playable character, right?
Whoa.
wow.
See, now you're getting the you get the gist of the pod.
I've seen the pod.
You ever
We
see
tried-
anything that Drago
We
might
had-
not know? Just ask him what
Just
it
ask
is.
him what it
Instant
is.
comedy every time.
That was great though.
Last
He didn't miss a
episode,
beat.
he didn't know what we were celebrating on the 4th of July.
What?
We beat the British.
He thought that 4th of July was when we won the war.
We declared though. We declared.
We declared independence. It's in the Declaration of Independence. It even
Jesus
says
Christ.
what
Sometimes
it is.
you gotta declare before you
We were-
fight.
It's
It's not your fault though. It's the education system.
That's the thing.
You know,
Drago
it's
is
not his fault.
He's not. He's the average American.
Yeah, he's
this
a
is
smart
a lens
guy.
into America.
What's
he's
up?
probably above average, honestly.
Yeah.
You perform some of these pigs in Peoria, you're like, oh, Drago's a genius. He's a Nobel laureate.
Shout out Peoria.
Shout out to Peoria. Never performed there. Would
Never
love
will.
To. No, I
love
finally
to.
got booked at the Jukebox, actually.
Oh,
I'm
there we
finally
go.
flying back to headline the Jukebox Comedy Club in September. Gonna break even and not even have Drago feature.
The
Let's
kid
go.
made it.
Right
The kid
even.
made
It's
it.
right next to a strip club, I hear.
Yeah.
It's a legendary club. The owner has like a goat in the back.
What?
The owner owns he's like a cool like old dude. He has a goat in the back. He just owns a goat.
That is what makes people cool. Is whether or not they have a goat.
I think that's cool. I like it. If I
Yeah,
could be-
you're confusing cool with eccentric and mentally ill.
Well, don't send your avails to the jukebox. Yeah.
I love goats. I've always said that.
Yeah.
No one
I'm
can
a-
ever accuse me of not loving goats.
I'm a goat myself.
You do
Goat
it.
of podcasting. They say
No,
it.
no, you
You
look.
treat animals poorly. Jeff thinks you're cool.
Do you have them in their not natural habitat?
Yeah, you keep a goat in a closet.
Goats eat tin cans.
Jeff would love
they
to
don't
work
care.
with you.
Goats eat tin cans?
Goats can eat metal.
What?
You never did when we like went on a petting zoo. They'd like give a goat a piece of metal and they just eat it.
No,
And then
yeah.
you
I
would
don't-
leave,
I
and
don't
then you
think
would
they
leave, and the
probably
goat
should've
would
done
die.
No, no,
I feel like
it
that's something
digests
in the
it.
90s that they don't do anymore.
No,
That's
right?
okay, possibly true, but they would eat like a tin can. They eat anything.
Dude,
Goats are crazy.
Literally, that's
Cows
five
eat anything,
minutes. 5 minutes
too.
after you left, that goat was coughing up blood.
Here's the thing. Even
Possibly.
when Jeff has a terrible, completely objectively wrong opinion, he will defend it till his dying
Yeah,
breath,
you know who I
dude.
learned that from? Donald J. Trump. It works. People don't like
Well,
bitches who back down.
Yeah, you shouldn't keep a goat in a closet. What are you talking about? They eat metal.
that also has nothing
to
to do
with keeping
with
it
being in a confined
closet,
space.
dude.
Oh, this is gonna be one of those pods where you guys gang up on me. I see it already.
I know. It's
The
weird.
dynamic
I
has
can see
begun.
that volleying.
I got
Yeah.
plenty
I
of
can see bad
ammunition for
volleying.
this tall
Yeah,
bitch over
yeah.
here.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I went to a wedding a couple weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Wait, did we
Yeah?
talk about that? and I didn't wear shorts.
He didn't wear shorts.
Did we talk about
This is
that?
the thing, Tyler. So I went
You
to a
guys
wedding.
are both wearing the most obnoxious shorts.
We are wearing disgusting shorts. Who has
God.
better legs, Tyler? We were talking before the pod.
I mean, it's not even close. I mean, he's got more of them.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're
Certainly.
better. It ain't quantity.
You
Come on.
have maybe the worst legs in America.
Oh, come on. These are good legs.
And these are just, it's too much. There's
It's
way
too much leg.
Yeah, it's too much leg.
Too much leg.
Let's back it down.
Yeah.
In the leg
it's-
department.
Oh Jesus, James! Get
She's getting the shot of the legs. You got, you got to
Yeah.
get that leggy blonde.
God,
in
shorts
there.
are. You guys are both just absolute.
No,
children.
you got to wear shorts.
Shorts are for fucking children, dude.
No, it's too hot. It's too hot. I can't.
I
With
just-
climate change,
Oh,
shorts are in.
Jeff made a statement on the last pod that being out from between 12 and 3 is. Oh wait, you're probably on his side about this.
I don't like
Wait.
being outside on a hot day from 12 to 3 p.m.
Yeah, I hear that.
There we
it depends.
go.
It depends, though. I mean, I got out of Florida because of the heat. I fucking hate it. So I
overrated.
hear you. I hear
It's
you there.
overrated. Why do I want to be covered in sweat and dizzy? What's the joy of that? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drink more water for sure.
There are
Yeah.
a ton of fun daytime activities. We can't rehash this. We can't rehash this.
Yeah,
That is-
whatever.
yeah.
Whatever.
Covered in sweat and dizzy. Also, Geoffrey after sex.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, guys.
After a 30-second session.
Oh, come on. I give him the business.
So wait, you went to a wedding and wore shorts though? This
No.
This one you said.
This guy wore shorts.
I wore shorts to a wedding like
And
5 years ago, and,
And
it
I
ruined
thought
a
it was.
friendship
I
of
thought it
mine.
was one of the worst.
It
things you
ruined
could
a
do.
friendship.
A good friend.
It should.
Okay,
It
it's,
should. It's
I don't even think I
inexcusable.
said the whole story last time. So I wore shorts to this wedding. It was 100 degrees on a golf course.
He still thinks it's fine.
I don't think it was
still thinks it's
fine.
fine.
I don't think it was that big.
How
of a
is
deal.
all of this input not a part of your equation? Everyone is telling you this is unacceptable, and you're
Oh.
like,
I've
it
never
was
done it
hot.
since.
Dude.
I'm telling you,
I
it was
haven't-
hot.
This is what
we
the
know
pod
it was
is.
hot. It was a wedding, though.
100 degrees?
You have no respect.
No respect. It's called being an adult.
Oh,
Grow up,
whatever.
Jeffrey.
One of
I
my
know.
friends, yeah, it was
There we go.
my good friend. It wasn't
There
his
we
wedding.
go.
Actually, people at the wedding didn't really care. It was this other guy. His girlfriend got
Oh, the guy whose
pissed at
wedding
me.
it was?
No, it wasn't the guy's wedding. It was like a friend who was also at the wedding. It was like my best friend from one of my best friends from college. His girlfriend got pissed at me because of that, and because we laughed during a couple of the speeches.
If you wore shorts to my wedding, I would probably not be friends with you. for a while.
I've not been friends since. It ruined one of my friendships. I think it was more
Wow.
because we were laughing at his father's sincere speech, but because it was funny.
Dude,
It's-
at
it
the
was
wedding,
funny.
Sincerity
I was at,
is
the
hilarious.
bride's dad did like a 10-minute. He just ate.
They're bad
dick.
at speaking. It's
He
funny.
ate
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dick for 10 minutes.
And that's funny, but you can't laugh
Yeah.
out loud. I shouldn't have been
Bombed.
laughing out loud.
No, it was one of those where people were looking at each other like.
Oh, it was
like-
real. He wasn't doing well for anyone.
He just it was so cheesy and.
Oh, see, people don't. My mom actually had a good idea. We should have a business where we like punch up people's speeches for weddings.
Yeah.
People would pay money for that.
Yeah, they absolutely
They
would.
absolutely would. Like
Yeah.
people cannot write or speak.
Mhm.
After college, they never write or speak, and then they have to do it at a wedding, and you're like, oh, you just said 40 cliches. in a
Two of
row.
my friends.
They're
who were-
sweating and shaking.
Yeah, they're like,
and-
Yeah,
you
yeah.
complete
There
me.
you go. There
It's
you go.
like,
the first time I met Jeff,
Yeah, and we all
I hated him.
Yeah. And we all know Jeff likes his Miller Lights.
Everyone's like,
Yeah.
remember those nights we did karaoke?
Yeah.
It's always like dumb inside jokes that anyone could have with anyone.
Yeah. Hey Jeff, just beat it. No, he gets it. He gets it. He gets it.
even though he still owes me that $10.
Yeah.
It's everyone is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rarely
Everyone's like, oh, they must be. It's something
Yeah, no
between
one's-
them.
Yeah.
Like,
It's something for the two of them.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done a speech at a wedding?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No, I did. You did. Oh, you didn't want your brothers.
Yeah.
Wait,
How'd you
did
do?
didn't something happen?
Yeah, I
Fucking-
told you. Remember this?
You haven't talked about this on the
Did you
pod.
run
Can we
away?
talk about
Have I
it?
not talked about it on the pod?
We have not talked about this on the. This is a great story.
Best man speech for my brother. I am murdering for 5 minutes.
He finally found a crowd who liked him.
I found a crowd.
Family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just couldn't have been going better. My uncle was so drunk he fell out of his chair. And I would like
you should
to
take credit for that, though.
I
You
would
should
like
be
to
I
say it
was
was 'cause of
killing
the
so
laughter,
hard.
but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he like broke the chair. I think he was too heavy for the chair. And I was like, Uncle Steve, like, what are you doing? And people kind of laughed at that. And I just go, whatever. We all know your wife's too hot for you. My aunt. Dude,
That's when having stand-up chops is so bad for you.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
because
like,
that is
that
funny.
kills
That
in a
is
club.
funny.
Your wife is way too.
If you say she's too hot for you at a club,
Yeah.
like people go, and I was just going off
Context,
like my
Alex,
instinct.
context.
Wait, did anyone laugh or nothing?
Zero.
Zero laughter.
Zero laughter. That
Because
was
it's
like,
really obvious.
Is
that why?
It is very
Well, no,
obvious.
they did the very simple math of that's his aunt.
Yeah, well, that too.
It
yeah.
was just the overall, like, it was so weird
And you're also
jarring.
accusing all of your family of the same incest that you're thinking
No,
about.
there's
You've
so,
all been thinking
there's
it.
so
We
many-
all know she's hot as
Wait,
fuck.
who are you?
We all know that my aunt, your mother, is hot, right? Guy, why aren't you laughing?
It was so. It was
Wait,
wrong.
who are you blood related to? The uncle or the aunt?
Ooh.
The uncle.
Oh, okay. Then I think it's
Well, then,
honestly okay. I
God, we're
honestly
such
think that's
dirtbags.
okay.
All three of us immediately.
That's
Fine.
fine. Yeah.
It's
He's
fine.
not blood
No,
related.
man,
That's
I
fine.
but it was
how
just
obvious is how out of his league is she?
pretty. I mean, she's dude.
Would they
listen,
make
listen,
a
dude,
Would they
this is
make a
my-
movie
this is
about
my
it
aunt.
in the '90s? Would they make a movie about how out of his
No,
league she
yeah,
is?
yeah. Like, she's like, it would be a whole thing where he's like, man, like I can't believe she's talking to me, guys.
Yeah.
And he's got like a quirky friend that he plays tennis with,
Yeah,
who's like, you gotta like bring her chocolate. And then, you know.
Was your
Oh,
uncle?
I never thought of
Yeah, I
that.
never thought. Yeah,
But your
dude.
uncle used to be hot, I bet, and then he got fat.
He is
Not
an
that he can't be
attractive
hot.
guy. Their kids are beautiful. They have two sons.
Here we
who
go,
are,
talking about sexy kids again.
Their sons are.
He's like,
their two sons are.
he's like,
very,
no. I don't. Look, I'm not that attracted to my aunt. My cousins.
My cousins though.
My cousins are hot as
Their
fuck.
sons are like models. They're two hot young boys.
Wow.
No, they're like in their 20s now.
God, you just keep digging
Two
this hole
hot
deeper
young
and deeper.
boys.
and
hot.
the,
Clip that, James.
and the
Yeah.
dad probably he's got a good like I bet he used to be. The mom just still has it. She's still got it.
She's
Yeah.
like 50, still has it.
Yeah.
God, I can't
so
believe this didn't
I-
go over well.
Can I say something though? If someone said your wife's too hot for you,
That's not bad.
it's not that bad.
I don't think that's an insult. That's like a compliment. You
I
must be
know.
doing something right or something.
Drago's
Wait.
Drago's really good at compliments.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, did the speech end or what? You
So
kept going?
the problem was I was already done. Like the jokes, like the roasting of my
you were
brother
getting to
was
the
done.
sincere portion.
So then I get into the sincere portion where people were just like, okay, now it's like weird because I'm just like, and I love my brother. I'm always gonna love him. Da da da. People
Not
were
as
like,
much as I love my aunt.
Not as much as my aunt is 10. But like, so then I got off, or I went back to the table. Clearly, there's just a feeling.
Oh, you were
in the
sitting
room.
at the table with them.
Yeah. So then.
Oh my
No,
god.
no. They
Oh,
were like
it-
they
oh,
were
you're
off.
at the,
okay.
the head
Um,
table. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at the head table, and it just I'm telling you because that was on Halloween.
Yeah, I
And
remember
I
this.
went
You
to-
came to the bar later, like, oh man, I really fucked
Not
up.
later, dude. I left the wedding. I left my brother's wedding at like 10 because it was so awkward.
There was like just a elephant
There
in the
was
room
just like my
everywhere.
uncle wouldn't talk to me. I tried to talk to him. He wouldn't talk to me. People all and
Did
this
you
is
try
like,
to talk to the aunt you said was attractive?
No, my uncle.
No, I know, but you didn't try to talk to the aunt at all.
He's like, why would I apologize to her?
Yeah.
I called her hot.
She
Yeah,
said
right.
she was
In
she's
front
a
of her room.
babe.
Yeah.
No, but dude,
She
like,
doesn't need me.
I was trying to but I was also like my brother just got we've been drinking since whatever 8 in the morning or whatever.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were drinking. I was cooked.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was best to go to the Halloween party.
Yeah, you did
In
go
a
to a
full
Halloween
suit.
party. I remember that.
And-
you were so drunk. Too.
Yeah, so I left my brother's wedding at about 10 o'clock, and
Wow.
I pure embarrassment. And the next week, I was just like, you just think about something, you just kind of wince because you're so embarrassed.
Are there
about
like
it.
cousins
Yeah.
reaching out like, oh, rough set, rough speech?
Uh,
yeah, rough set.
my brother and his wife will bring it up sometime. There's sometimes
Is it
that
funny
family-
now? Like, are they? Are they?
He hasn't talked to me since.
The uncle hasn't talked to you since?
My!
I
How
know.
wasn't it like 4 years ago?
I know, dude. It's kind of a bummer.
He hasn't spoken. Were you like close or no?
Kinda, yeah. Like yeah, it kind of sucks.
Have you seen him since then? He just ignores you, or
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, dude,
I love this hilarious story that
and now
turns into
it
Drago
turns
just
out
going,
it's like,
damn,
it just
miss my family, dude.
my fucking my family's fucked. Dude, so I called him and he didn't listen, dude. I like my cousins. Their kids are great.
Were the kids? Were they mad at you?
Great
I don't
kids,
think
Great
super
kids,
hot.
kids. They've been hot.
Great
They-
kids,
They
hot
got
as hell.
hotter too. They've gotten hotter since the wedding.
I liked them at 12. Love them at 22.
So they actually came to Comedy on State.
You
Like,
literally
they both
would
went to
be.
Wisconsin. One of
could-
them. Sorry.
You're walking up to these kids, being like, "You've really grown into your body."
Yeah.
Like,
You're that creepy
Yeah,
dad.
you're kind of like you're looking more like your mom every day.
Oh my god.
But
tell your dad to return my calls.
he came to Comedy on State when I was
kids did?
featuring there.
Oh,
And
okay.
like
Oh, so they're still cool with you.
no, they're like awesome. But like I called the dad after the wedding, my uncle, and he didn't call me back. So like there's been a couple like family events where like we'll just kind of dodge each other. It's kind of
Jesus.
awesome.
I'm sorry. That's him being a little bitch.
Yeah, you gotta
Grow
get over
up.
it.
You have a hot wife. If you said your wife's ugly, that's bad.
That's
Saying you're-
mean,
saying
yeah.
you're- I mean, you are kind of calling him ugly, but like, whatever.
You're 50.
Yeah, he's 50. You're not supposed to be hot. And if his wife's hot, good for you.
He's probably like 55. I'm probably.
I mean, he's probably. Yeah, we don't even need to go. He's probably mad about it. There might be some things going on between them that you brought to the surface.
Yeah.
Probably. That's
Yeah.
probably more what it was. Honestly.
He probably was like, "Don't tell her."
Yeah, don't tell her. She's
every couple
yeah.
that's made it that long has a little bit of a.
There's some. Yeah.
There's always issues.
There's always
Yeah,
something
you're gonna
going
have
But you know
on.
what, dude? Yeah, I just.
Finding a way
Whatever.
to finding a way to not be at fault in this is so funny.
I don't.
It's obviously something between them.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I can't lie to
yeah,
you, dude.
they
Like,
fucked
when I,
up.
dude, when I think about it, I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
it's also
Yeah, I don't
because,
think you did anything
it's a
wrong.
tough one.
also because of the. I know you would think.
Yeah, I know.
nothing
You don't
wrong.
want me on your
But-
side, but I think you
But
did.
the
Jeff's in the corner in shorts.
Just-
It's a great joke.
no, but dude,
Good
the,
timing.
The comedian in me, like when I tell you guys, like more than like the like as mad as like I'm upset my uncle's pissed at me or whatever. More than that, dude, it just the set was great, and then
And you were about to wrap
I
it
was
up,
about
too.
to have like a real 9 out of 10 set.
Man, and
Yeah.
if you have some sincere shit at a wedding, every single one would have been like, "Oh, Drago."
Yeah.
Oh, they would
No,
have.
I don't fuck
all
Serbians. I don't fuck
Oh
Serbians.
my! That's right. Drago has a deep-seated hatred of Serbian people, which
But
I
yeah,
respect.
But I was so close to having a killer set, and it
And-
went from literally a killer set to one of the most embarrassing moments of
Won't
my
be
life.
the last time that'll happen. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. We love it. Getting a little poetic.
When an audience turns on me at the 11th hour,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
Oh yeah.
Comedian destroyed by heckler.
Yeah. Oh my
Comedian
God.
destroyed by look from ant.
Wait, are we gonna share family trauma? Because I actually have a story to tell. I don't know if it's funny yet.
Floor is yours, Geoffrey.
Okay, this happened like a month ago. I haven't really told many people. This is I don't even think this is that funny, but
Hey, I mean, I
sometimes the pod
kind
can
of
get into it.
opened up this puss.
It was my birthday like a month ago, and I got a birthday card from my grandma and grandpa, and they usually like send me like $100 check or whatever.
Yeah.
And I open it, and there's like a special like hand. This is actually really sad, but we'll see what we can make out of it.
Uh-huh.
My grandpa writes me a handwritten letter. I'm reading it. He's like saying like, I'm crying, I'm in tears, and I'm like, what? And then he goes on to explain. This is crazy. He found my comedy on YouTube, and he's so disgusted by it that he doesn't want me to be his grandson anymore.
oh my god!
I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
He
dude.
said it was so
He-
vile.
He didn't even say, "Well, I appreciate the structure."
No, he's like, you're a crass man, and professionals know they don't need to say stuff like that to get
Yeah.
laughs.
What?
He said he doesn't want me to use the family name anymore.
Wow.
On stage.
You should change it to Geoffrey Ass.
Jeffrey Ass.
Jeffrey Ass,
Or
man.
just Jeffrey. I was thinking Jeffrey. Real brutal moment.
Man, that is
And he's like, the
sad.
things you said about women, your grandmother, and your own girlfriend disgust disgusted me.
She's half black.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's probably what he was mad about the most.
Definitely.
Why would you say she's half black? That's impossible.
I wanted to think she was Italian.
Wow, dude. I've never heard a story that made me happy my grandparents are dead.
I know. It's like, couldn't you be? Also, he's 93. How'd you figure out YouTube?
Yeah.
How'd you
Yeah.
figure it out at the final hour? You
Oh,
figured out
Jeff,
YouTube?
let's sit down and watch Jeffrey.
Check out his comedy.
He watched your video, looked at the nurse, and was like, "I'm ready."
Pull the plug. Pull the plug.
It's like, yeah, he's
It's
like,
time
"Do
to
it,
go.
do it, Janet."
We're not getting the vaccine.
Yeah,
We're not getting
take
the
me
booster.
out.
He probably he fought for his life long enough to write that letter to you to let you know how much of a disappointment you are.
The nurse wrote it for him.
Yeah.
And
You
lastly,
really want to say this to your grandson?
And lastly, I don't want you as a grandson.
You know what I'll still say? They still included the check. So, you know, that's what I care
Wow.
about. Still include the
Doesn't
check.
matter if you bomb, you
Doesn't
still
matter,
got
you
they
still
still
get
got to pay you.
$100. Still
They still
gotta
gotta
pay.
pay ya.
Yeah, they still gotta pay.
God, that is
Pretty,
tough.
pretty
dude.
brutal. I'm just
Holy
finally
shit.
processing it, honestly.
is-
It's been like this a
He's
month.
estranged from his uncle. Your grandfather specifically told you.
Literally said he doesn't want to talk to
I'm
me
done
ever
with
again.
you. I'm done with you. At least
I
his
one up
uncle
you
just
real hard.
his uncle just like left him on red. Yours was like broke up with
Yeah,
you.
he could have easily not said anything. I mean, his hands like shake too. It was probably so hard to write
His
too.
guy was
I
like,
thought that's what it was gonna be. You were like, he wrote it and he's not all
You
there
can't-
anymore.
oh,
He's
no.
like, no,
No, it's all there.
It's here. I'm here. I'm mentally still here, and I hate
Oh, it
you
was
now.
thoughtful. It was beautifully written. He still has his brain is. He's a smart guy actually. Makes it all the worse.
I mean, yeah, he hates your
Yeah.
comedy. He's a very smart
There
guy.
we go. I'm trying to think of. I don't know what set he watched, but I think it was a Laugh Factory.
Jeff,
10-minute
I don't
clip.
have much time left. But before I go, I want you to know this.
I do think there is a. If it's a set I think he watched, I do have a joke where a guy tells me how to last longer in bed, and I say that I think about my grandma's funeral to not last as long in bed.
Oh my God.
And it's like I could see why my grandpa wouldn't like that joke. Even though
Can
my
you?
grandma is still alive.
You can make the mental
I can make the
gymnastics to
mental
understand
bit.
how he wouldn't love
but
that.
also like grow up. I don't. He says the N word. I don't know. Like
Oh,
where,
well,
where do you draw
wow.
the moral line here exactly?
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want him as a fan.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not my demo. It's not my
No,
demo.
no.
And when did he pass away?
He did not pass. He's alive.
Oh,
This
This
was like a
happened
month
a month
ago, he said.
ago. He's
Oh.
still alive.
Oh,
I
right,
still have
right,
to
right.
see. I'm.
The hatred, the fiery hatred, is burning inside of him, is keeping him alive.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it probably
You've
is.
done your part.
He's
Jeff.
probably gonna heckle me at Acme next month. Yeah,
He
when I
wants
do
to,
Minneapolis.
God, that is so.
Did I ruin the pod?
insane.
no, he wants to see
I'm-
you go down.
I'm
Yeah,
so,
I think he wants. He's been telling me to quit for years, but now he finally put it into writing. Yeah,
God, that is.
it's so funny. Old
That's
people
amazing.
just don't get good comedy. You know.
Does your
Well,
My grandma is still cool. She supports it.
yeah?
I don't think she finds it funny, but she supports it. She's a cool lady.
Do your parents like your stuff?
I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
the
you-
stuff that he's
Yeah,
saying.
you're a
know?
nice, clean-cut guy up there.
I'm just up there telling all these lies. You know, I'm just acting like I've got my life together. Like,
Right.
you know.
I'm talking about cum, which is what we're all thinking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry, I'll talk about
When
it.
he said that you're a crass man, did you disagree?
No, that's right. That's right. I just
Yeah.
don't. That's just old people. They think that like swear words are evil, but then they're like women belong in the kitchen. It's like, what is this weird morality you're playing at?
That is so funny too that he like he thought that word held a lot of weight. He's like, you are
Crass.
and you're like, all right.
Yeah, great. Just don't call me a cuck, Grandpa. That would have hurt more.
That's what he would have said if he really let loose.
Don't call me a centrist. That's a C word that would get me.
a liberal.
Yeah. Drago, what do you think centrist means?
What do you mean?
What,
That's what he's
I just
asking you.
asked.
Just like when I think centrist.
What do you mean?
What does this mean? What do you mean?
when I think centrist, I just think moderate politically. That's all I think.
Yeah.
Okay, but
There
what
you
does
go.
that mean? Like, what type of person is that?
Like name like
A
Or a
centrist,
politician
seems to me like when someone's like, "Oh, I'm fiscally conservative and socially liberal." I feel like that's when you see someone as like.
Oh,
a
okay.
centrist.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I could see that.
Someone's
yeah.
like, "I'm in the middle."
Joe Biden's a centrist. You can even say he's right wing.
Yeah.
Possibly a little
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's
But you don't think
relative.
a centrist would call Joe Biden a lefty?
No, they
No.
love Joe. They're the people who still like
that's
Joe
his
Biden.
that's
his demo.
Yeah.
Like 50-year-old suburban Democrats. Those are like the ones who still like
Yep.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
The people
Yeah.
who live where you're from.
Suburban
probably.
moms, they love those.
Like
are
your family's
centrists.
conservative, but like I bet people you grew up with are Joe Biden centrists.
Joe Biden liberals.
Is your mom conservative too?
Yeah.
Really? Dang.
She voted for Obama in 2008, though.
Oh.
Shh, don't tell my dad.
Oh, he doesn't know?
I don't think so, no.
Would he be mad? Didn't you say your
Probably.
dad got kind of red-pilled? He's kind of Fox News.
He's always been. Yeah, he's always.
He's
been
watching it all day, like just mad.
He's
He's
dude.
mad.
Like that Shane Gillis joke about
Yeah,
dads watch Fox News, like black people like go to church, like cheer at
Yeah.
church, like how black people.
Oh,
watch
build a
police.
wall.
Oh, build a
Build a wall.
Hell yeah! It's just like the funniest thing.
That is
Of
so
all
true.
time.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Like dads that watch Fox News, they're like basically cheering. They're
Yeah,
cheering.
they love it. They love that. It's like dog
I wish
whistle.
I wish I loved anything the way that they love Fox News, though. You know?
Right. They do have
Like,
a
I don't have
passion
anything.
for it.
I don't have anything that I can that I watch and I'm like, yes, 100%, no notes.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Except Bernie. I can get that way for Bernie.
Yeah, but
I'll get emotional watching a Bernie speech sometimes. Bernard, we did him dirty.
his
Yeah.
his
I
feet
lo-
have never been held to the fire, really, though.
What?
Right?
What is that? I don't even. What do you? What? What do you mean by that? I would love,
like what? Like no, yeah, you explain. You
Yeah,
explain.
that's a bizarre
you mean by that?
metaphor.
Like,
I
do you think?
cannot
Okay,
wait.
let me ask this. It's so easy to say that like
Oh,
it
my-
would have, there would have been a drastic change if he was president.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you really think he would have done much?
I think he would have
Truly.
tried. I don't. I think
He would-
that-
I mean, it's so easy to be like, that would have been the guy, but it's like, will there ever be the guy?
I mean, it
as-
would have been
as-
better than what happened.
Yeah.
What do you think couldn't have been worse?
No.
What could have
yeah.
been worse? What
Okay.
could have been worse?
Okay, so
What do you mean
it
his
would
feet
prob-
haven't been held to flames? He's like the guy who's like stuck to his guns for 30 straight years. in
Yeah, and he's
politics.
been
Yeah,
everyone's
he's the guy who,
everyone's hated him on both sides for his entire career.
and
you're like,
sticks with
I
it.
don't know. He just, I don't think he's really been tested.
I need.
Yeah,
I
he's,
know. I
he's
want to
probably
rephrase
the most
that.
tested politician.
I
in the
do
last
want to
50
rephrase
years.
that because I know nothing about politics. I just want to
What?
say
What?
Because I just want to say as
I
a
thought this was a panel of experts.
the. I guess like as a blanket statement though, it doesn't seem like any president makes
What?
any drastic change. Really.
Well, that's the whole point of our political
That's
system.
true.
Yeah,
That-
that's
that
why
is true. That is
that
true.
is that was actually that you came around. That's the entire.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's why our political system was designed the way it is. There's all these checks and balances, but what that really means is the status quo just stays the same forever.
Yeah.
The president doesn't have that much power. Congress doesn't have that much power. Well, the
Supreme
you
Court-
find out you find out
Supreme
the
Court
Supreme
has a
Court
little
is
bit
the
of
most
power.
powerful part of our government, which is the unelected part of. Well, they are elected indirectly, I guess, but the president does appoint that.
The
Well,
le-
then they gotta go through Congress.
Just
That's
the-
really the only thing the president does.
Isn't
Isn't that
Court.
technically like,
Democrats could do shit. They just don't ever want to. That's
They don't
the thing.
want to.
They
don't
don't
want
want
to
to.
rock the boat because
No.
they're rich old guys too.
Yeah.
They.
you got
They're rich old
you
guys
gotta
who
correct
tolerate
me, correct,
abortion.
You got to correct me on this. Both of you guys have to correct me on this.
I would love to.
If the Supreme Court is the ones with the power, isn't that kind of technically like an oligarchy?
You always throw around the word
No.
oligarchy. That's
I
like
don't.
you've said it a few times on the pod.
That's not what it is. No.
No,
What do you
oligarch-
think? What is the definition of oligarchy?
Yeah,
Like,
I love that you're
uh,
doing this for me. This is great.
An
This is great.
oligarchy, from what I understand.
I
is
like
just-
that you add that caveat.
Oh, that's now you can say anything.
yeah.
It could be anything. This, from what I understand,
The clitoris, from what
Could be
I
anything.
understand, is
Yeah, from what I understand.
yeah. I know it's just funny. It's funny.
from what I understand, which is limited.
Oh yeah, like do you want me to say that too?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
is
I would love 5
I'll just
caveats
read it
in
for
a
you.
row.
Just 5. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
What do you think oligarchy means?
it's just like where a government is ruled by like just like the highest officials
It's like a clique of It's like a clique of like 10 rich people.
10
It's
like
where the powerful people have power.
It's like 10. It's like 10 people make all the decisions, right?
Okay. Yeah, but the way you explained it was ridiculous. Yeah.
When I put my hands up here, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, when Alex raises his
what about
hand.
this?
Yeah,
It's when the people up here it trickles down,
and then there's some people down here.
It's when the powerful people rule over the unpowerful people.
You mean the world?
It's
Is that what
power
you're talking about?
it's the smart people, and then there's 10 smart people, and then there's the rest of us.
That is not.
No, it's not. No, I wouldn't say the Supreme Court's an oligarchy. No, because they are
America,
appointed by.
I would say that America is, but it's not that the Supreme Court being powerful doesn't mean
the
that.
people who run America are Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the
Yeah,
Waltons.
That makes it.
You could argue. I wouldn't say you're fully right, but
Like-
you could argue that.
like Russia, like the
Russia
like,
is an oligarchy.
Russia is an oligarchy because it's like these like families, these guys that are like titans of industry, and they like legitimately run everything.
Putin has like 6 families he's friends with, and they run the country.
Yeah.
Right.
They're all oil
And
families.
that is,
shit.
from my understanding, bad.
There we go.
And that we don't like.
That's that shit I don't like. Wow.
That's that shit.
Little Chief Keef. Yeah. We're cool. We're cool. Drago, here,
You should say some more lyrics from that
Yeah,
song.
no, I don't think. I think that's about where I'll stop. It's about where I'm gonna stop. Man, I used to love that song in college.
And-
I cringe at how much I like that song.
Yeah. And Drago is texting.
He is on Twitter right now. Just learn what oligarchy means. That's fucked up.
We don't like that.
We don't like that. Drago, let me do
you
a
guys
question.
are right about what you said about oligarchy.
Drago, we do it. So we do a thing where I ask Drago a question. Are you smarter than Dragovich? I just thought of one right now, Drago. It's about Russia. Drago,
Yeah.
what do you think? Why did the Soviet Union fall? What happened? What do you know about that?
No, literally no clue.
You couldn't tell me anything. Just
Literally
whatever.
no
what's
clue.
coming to your mind? What's coming to your mind about that?
They beat us in 1972 in the basketball game.
What? That actually is true. It's like a crazy story. Actually, they like cheated.
They cheated us,
Yeah,
man.
like the referees like gave them an extra shot or something.
Yeah, there was a
That's
full court-
all. That's so funny. That's what
Full
you
court
know.
pass.
That is so funny.
It's
you know
worse.
that.
It's worse that they cheated in basketball than that we took over the entire globe.
Yeah, that's all Drago knows.
Yeah,
You
They're,
know what?
they're the villains.
They deserved it. They cheated in 1972 when it came a pickup.
Yeah.
yeah. They cheated in basketball, and we killed every socialist president.
Yeah, we killed every
in any
Salvadoran
country,
and Guatemalan in the world.
anyone that like said the word communism in the third world.
It's crazy what we did in the Cold War. We didn't directly kill anyone. We gave them guns. We directly killed something. We gave them guns. They just slaughtered people all over the world. Wild stuff. But it was for the good, Drago. That's what I want you to know, and I want you to tell people.
Okay.
Killing communists is good, especially when they're young women and children. That's very important. You got to get them when they're young. Okay. Kill the kids in communist countries. All right. Sorry, Indonesia. Had to do it to you. Sorry. Had to do it to you. 700K dead.
Hey,
But no
Drago,
communism.
why do you think that the Vietnam War started?
We've tried to tackle this one
Oh, we've
before.
done
Let's
That
see
was
if you
also
learned, though.
communism.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Communism. That's all you have to say as an American.
Uh-huh.
Communism bad. We'll do what we
That
gotta
is
do.
the funniest shit when people think Joe Biden is a socialist. It shows that you have literally no idea what socialism means. People think when someone's like Joe Biden's a radical, I'm like, he's the most normal politician of all time. He
Did you-
believes nothing.
Did you see that Trump talking about him falling off a bike?
What did he say? What did we love Trump on this
It
podcast.
was the funniest, dude. He's so funny.
He's the funniest man of all time.
He said he was like, I hope Biden's okay. You see, he fell off a bike today. We see. No, I really. They start cheering. He's like, no, I hope he's okay. He's like, I promise you this. I will never ride a bike.
That's so funny because he knows he would fall off a bike too.
Oh, dude.
Trump has a
They don't make
donk on
bikes.
him.
Like if he would have, it would have to be a trike. You know?
Yeah,
It'd have to be a
he
tricycle.
need to do a trike.
He needs a bigger like base of support. You know?
I'd say this about Joe Biden. Leave Joe Biden alone.
Yeah.
He's daring to ride a bike still. He's 79. He's still trying to live his life.
I cannot believe that they let him do that.
That's what I don't get. Who's still letting him plan excursions?
Yeah.
They're like, no, ice cream. You just get to eat ice cream and read. That's it. Like you're. Yeah,
Here,
they do.
have this peanut butter and then to go do your press conference.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the back with a mic like, we do not approve of the.
they're in his ear the whole time. Come on, Joe. Talk about the economy. Did you see the bike thing, Drago?
Saw it.
It's so.
I really don't give a shit. I think we're getting to like white guy podcast political stuff right now.
Oh
which
my
is like,
God.
which is like my biggest fear for doing a podcast.
Us talking about Joe Biden falling off a bike is political?
I just feel like this is just like such a trope. We're like a. Yeah, we're
Drago's
we
so
are-
worried about becoming a trope and he only dates blondes and talks about dating on stage.
Talking about dating's relatable.
He's like, I don't want to be a cliche, but I like women who look like Barbie dolls, and I like talking about how weird it is to date them.
Hey, I have been going on some different dates
Yeah.
What do you mean different dates?
with non-blondes.
Okay, let's hear about. What's the
So
date
you've really been challenging yourself.
Yeah, he's
huh?
challenging himself. He
Went outside my comfort zone.
What? Oh
No,
no!
I'm
I don't know
joking.
what
That's
you wanted.
not- that's
What
not-
did you go on a date with a non-blonde?
Yeah,
Wow, and how'd it go?
Brunette, white.
brunette.
Brunette.
African-American.
Oh.
African American, a date. And,
Is that the right way to say it?
Good for
No,
you.
usually that's what old people say, but you just say black now.
Black.
Yeah. Oh, and what did you?
Eye doctor.
And did it go well?
She's an eye doctor.
I mean, not
And
great.
it didn't go well. Interesting.
Not my fault.
Not my fault. Oh my God.
I crushed.
I doubt
crushed.
it. Did you really?
I always crush.
Do you? I doubt it.
It was going. It was.
Actually, I went on a date last week. Was 99 degrees out.
And where'd
literally.
you go?
And I picked the bar, and she was like, let's sit outside.
What bar?
Wild by
Wild.
Okay.
You go on a patio at 99 degrees. Good move.
It was so hot that I couldn't like concentrate. Like I couldn't like enjoy it.
Really?
Way
Dang.
too
Oh
hot.
God, your life's so hard.
Life sucks, man.
Was
Life's
she
brutal.
hot and was she a blonde?
Gorgeous blonde.
And it didn't work out because you didn't do anything.
We're talking a
It
little.
was
We're
going
talking a lot.
super. It was going super well. Then I said her aunt was hot.
I was like, let me see your family pictures.
Yeah. Oh my God, Drago. Do you think he's gotta branch out?
You don't need. First off,
I mean,
I tried.
you tried. Sure, it wasn't for you. Yeah, an eye doctor, a woman with intelligence, and something.
She was beautiful.
Woman
I
of
saw
substance.
pictures of her. She was hot. Yeah.
She's a woman of substance, and
A
that was
woman
the
of-
problem.
That was the problem.
Not giving some of my exes much credit, but
No,
that's
you actually,
okay.
I
You
think
guys- you guys
Squeeze
like
was great.
a
I
lot.
like Squeeze a lot.
Yeah, no.
Did you meet Becca, Tyler? Or Squeeze? I mean, Squeeze.
He's like, God, I gotta
I mean,
edit that out.
Squeeze
now.
Roberts. You don't have to. We've said her. It doesn't. There's millions
No,
of
yeah,
people. named that.
she was great.
It's in
She
the
was
past.
cool, and it's in the past. Now he's moved
No,
on.
and I'm sure both of your relationships are gonna last forever.
Oh,
you guys are
my,
both,
here he goes.
You guys know
He starts
everything,
lashing
and
out.
I know nothing
He
about
starts lashing
relationships.
out.
I have no idea how to be with somebody.
He turns out he's.
You
You're
guys-
saying
you guys
you're
know
saying
everything.
it. You have a sarcastic tone, but you're saying true things.
You find out Drago's incredibly thin-skinned, and I love it. He can dish it, but he can't always take it.
You can't admit when you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Why would I admit something that's
Why
not
would I
true?
admit something
Why would
that's
I
not
admit the sky's purple? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
The birds are chirping. We're outside in an undisclosed compound. Drago, cheer up.
I'm doing well. I just don't want to do the fucking politics. Can you believe Biden's this? Can you believe this is that?
It's a funny
that shit is so
story.
lame.
No,
dude.
you.
Oh my
That's
God.
not what we said at all. You were just texting the whole time. You just heard Biden,
We were
Russia.
talking about a funny thing Trump said. We were
Yeah.
just chopping about Trump.
I know. Trump's the funniest dude. Every podcast, they say this all the time.
Yeah, and no other podcast is two white guys talking. We're really breaking the mold.
I know. But I'm just saying.
Well,
That's
okay,
all.
Drago. Let's.
No,
what
let's
do you,
talk about Tyler. This is our guest.
Okay, well, Tyler
Yeah.
likes politics. That's like his thing. He
Yeah.
likes politics.
One of my things. One of my things.
Let's talk about you have a podcast. He has a new podcast.
Yeah,
Tyler.
what a waste.
What's it called? What a waste.
What a waste comedy podcast.
And it's
You can follow
about
it on Instagram.
politics, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. It's about it's me being an idiot, not knowing anything, and my friend Lucia.
She's been on the pod, friend of the pod.
Yeah, friend of the pod, Lush. She knows a lot of things about like climate change and environmental stuff, and she tells me about it, and I try to make squeeze some humor out of the last few livable years that we have on this planet.
But don't talk anymore. We don't want to become a trope. We don't want to. Oh, too many podcasts are talking about the end of the world. Don't want to broach that topic. Oh my God.
Yeah, save your
What do
water,
you think about?
guys.
What do you think about climate change, Drago? You pro? You anti?
Well, I mean,
You love summer. You're gonna love it in 10 years.
Is this
pool day?
What-
Pool
what-
day.
what do like Republicans say? There's like, is it climate change or just like, or is this just like the natural order of things?
Yeah, they think it's a natural cycle, even though there's literally no evidence for that. But it is hilarious.
It's been getting hotter every year
since like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's noticeably hotter during our lifetimes. Like when I was a kid, it used to snow on Halloween almost every year. It hasn't in a decade.
That's
It's
crazy.
obvious. It's Thanksgiving used to always snow. Now it's a toss up. Yeah, it's crazy.
It gets hotter. It stays hot later
It stays hot
into
in-
the fall now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like November, it'll hit like 75.
That's a weird thing about climate change. Colder months get hotter quicker than summer months. So like winter heats up more than summer heats up.
So now we're just talking about the weather.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. I mean, it's literally going to destroy our entire civilization.
We're literally just having an elevator conversation. And being
yeah,
like,
but
listen
politics
to this.
or weather's political now.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
So there's a guy, Ryan Donahue, who has a great joke about that in New York.
That
I'm not
guy's
going to do it,
hilarious.
but I like Ryan Donahue, friend of the pod.
That dude's really fun.
I love
guy's
Ryan.
great.
Great guy.
He's great.
Let's talk about favorite comics.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, we don't talk
yeah.
about comedy much. Favorite
Yeah.
album, Tyler. Who's one of your? You work with Paul.
Yeah, we have a
Verzi.
comedian on here. Let's talk about comedy.
Love Verzi. Great
Paul
guy.
Verzi.
Check out his new special on Netflix, Nocturnal Admissions. It's fucking killer.
They're gonna be like, oh, they got the "You're an Idiot" bump.
yeah.
That Netflix special got the bump.
No, well, dude, I was listening to old an old Gallman album, the Conversations with Inanimate Objects.
Oh, is it
That's
good?
one of my favorite albums. You know that
Really?
album?
He's incredible.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's every line is just God.
Really? Oh, I haven't listened to that one.
Oh man, it's incredible. It's incredible.
He's a
Anyone-
buff guy too. I like
anyone
that.
he's got like 15 minutes on like oranges and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he really knows. Yeah, he can really
It's got a
stretch it
chunk
out.
on cookies, like a whole. His closer is about cookies.
Really, and
The
it's
different
just
kinds of
every,
cookies.
See, I can never be that type of comedian. I wish I could. Do
Yeah.
that. I can just write 45 seconds.
If you
about
if you
cum.
were, your grandpa would call you
Yeah,
back.
I know. Yeah. He'd be like, "Love the cookie bit.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
to the family. Welcome back."
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was also listening to an old Dimitri Martin.
Dimitri Martin was amazing.
Incredible.
Love that. He
Incredible.
really like was hot for like doing those graphs and stuff. Gone. You
Yeah.
don't hear about Dimitri Martin anymore. That
Yeah,
alt
what
comedy's
happened?
kind of done. I feel like. Wasn't
Yeah.
it used to be like
I
a
don't
lot of like weird white guys doing one-liners and quirky shit. It's kind of done.
Yeah.
That's true.
You never see that.
People are still doing guitars on stage though, right?
Yeah,
So,
but they've been doing that forever, and it generally sucks. But
yeah.
except when I did it a couple times, it was amazing. I can't believe I did that. A few
You see
times.
anyone you really like lately?
In New York, I love Martin Urbano. So funny.
He's great.
You gotta look up Martin Urbano. He
Dude.
cracks me up.
I had such a cringy moment with him in New York.
Oh, yeah, I love this.
Oh yeah.
What did
yeah.
you do?
I fucked up so. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
One
What
of
did-
those moments, dude.
Oh, what did you do?
I get out of this Uber. We did Sesh together.
Sesh Comedy, best show, one of the best shows in New York.
So I get out of this Uber like a couple nights later, and I get out of this Uber to go to the Cobra Club where a lot of like the comics are hanging.
Right.
Get out of the Uber. He's on the sidewalk hanging with some people, and I pass by him, and he goes, "Hey man, dude, you had a great set at Sesh, man. I heard it was awesome." I go, "Oh, thanks, man. I'm Alex. Like, nice to meet you, man." Like, I was like, "I think you're hilarious," and he's like, "Oh, cool." And I go inside, and literally 10 minutes later,
Oh, you forget his name?
I walk up to
You
him.
said, "Hey, I'm Alex."
And I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Alex."
Oh.
And he's like, "Yeah, man, I said good set to you like 10 minutes ago.
Oh
Like,
my god,
dude.
Also, like, that's crazy. How can you? Were you drunk?
Hammered.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah,
okay,
hammered.
but still, that's why you're not moving to New York. He's scared.
Those moments, dude, especially
that'll keep you up at night. That's
when
tough.
it's a good
And Martin's one of the
when
best.
it's a good thing too, and you're just like, oh man.
Yeah, and he was lying to your face about having a good set, and then
yeah,
you can't even
he's like-
remember
he's
his
like,
name.
He's like, I told this guy he was funny. He's not
Throwing
fucking
you a
funny at
bone,
all.
and you
I
can't
know.
remember
He's
it.
like,
You're
I
like,
don't
yeah,
fucking know this
whatever.
guy.
You've only been on the Tonight Show and worked for Jimmy Fallon. I'm not gonna remember your
Wow.
name.
Yeah.
Do you
So
are you good with names in general or no?
no.
No, I'm terrible.
That's actually been brutal for me coming back to New York because a lot of there's a lot of comics in New York and I don't remember a lot of their names.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
And all these white guys are coming up to me like, "Hey, good to see you." I'm like, I have no idea who they are because we do all look the same. And there's 500 white guys in New York that are doing comedy. I can't remember all their names.
No.
I just never say people's names. Just like, hey man. I never say a name ever. That's my move.
I do a not. I do it. Yeah, I do the hey man, and I do the.
He's okay. He did the light thing. He does this.
this?
He
I
says
want to try the light.
He usually says he usually interrupts me mid sentence. We're at minute 45, and now he did this thing where he waved a light, which I told him
just
to do.
equally as
But it was
disruptive.
incredibly conspicuous because Ty doesn't know what you're doing, so it just looks like you're being like, Ty, shut up.
Ty.
No, you're good. What were you saying? Oh,
White
I
guy
do
names.
that. I do the hey man. Not leave. Leave any name out of it so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
And I do the good to see you instead of
yeah.
good to meet you because then if
Oh
we've met
yeah,
before,
right.
Yeah, it's
You don't
bad.
need to say someone's name. They're not gonna know unless you have to introduce them to someone else. Then that's brutal.
Dude, now that Martin story really got me.
That's the
Yeah, you're not gonna do
no
well in New York.
the move. That's tough. The move for having to introduce them to someone though is introduce someone to them is you do the opposite. I go, this is my girlfriend Sally or whatever. To
Oh, and
introduce
then
them to
they
them.
say it.
If
Then
I
they
don't-
should be
if I
prompted.
can't remember their name.
But what
they
if
go-
they don't?
Then
say
they go,
anything?
I'm this.
What if they don't though?
My hands are
Your
clean.
hands are
I
clean.
did what I
You
had
tried.
to do.
Introducing
Try.
someone to remember their name is the move.
Damn, I never do that. I gotta do
That's
that.
a great one,
more.
right? I mean, that's
No,
it.
it's great.
It gets
I-
you
I-
out of
I-
a lot
I've
of
done it a
things.
bunch.
Oh, okay. I gotta do that because I've been really flailing at some interactions. If I don't know their name, I just leave. I just am like, I can't. I'm too uncomfortable
Yeah.
because I don't know what they know about me, where we've interacted before. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's I you feel so bad. I had one that was just so brutal. It's like a guy I don't remember his name now, but I was like, hey man, what's up, man? I'm Tyler. Nice to meet you. And he goes, are you joking?
No.
I was like, what? No. And he goes, we've hung out like 5 times. I go, oh no. I mean, yeah.
He even brought it up.
Yeah, but we haven't like
And you
hung
still
out,
don't
like
remember his
hung
name.
out. No, I don't. Well, I won't say it now because I feel
okay,
bad.
okay, true.
But
true,
like,
true.
yeah, I didn't remember it in the moment, but
Oh.
I didn't remember that I knew
But
him.
the
He
thing
also
is-
looked different. He had like changed his facial hair.
That's another thing.
and that's I was like, well, don't come on, you know that you look way different
After
now.
COVID, I'm like, yeah, I knew you when you were in shape. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know this tub. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like,
yeah, dude, that's a great move. Is you give him a different reason to be mad
like,
at you.
oh man, you were really in shape 3
He
years
didn't.
ago.
I called him out for not remembering my name, and he was like, "Don't," and then he called me fat. It's like trying to get back out
Guess
of the
you stopped
situation.
doing the row machine. Yeah, things have changed. Let's think about comedy. We have so many. We probably have one of those jobs where we have the most coworkers of any job. When you really think about it, we know thousands of people, and you got to remember every fucking name.
It's insane.
You go to
it's too many.
I go to Des Moines. They're like, you don't remember me? I was hosting for you at the Funny Bone. I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I should, like the good comics do, but I'm not there yet.
it's a nice gesture.
It's a nice thing to do. I need to be better at it. But Drago, really, I mean, you really dug yourself a hole. He hasn't talked in 10 minutes.
he's still thinking about it.
He's more mad about that than the wedding.
The Martin thing, man.
I do
So
commend you.
brutal.
You really have put yourself. You've put out 2 humiliating moments in one pod. That's
You're
I respect
open.
that.
You're being open. That's good.
That's good. That's progress.
We're brave,
You
ladies
know?
and gentlemen. We're nothing but brave.
Next
That's
thing
how you know I'm an ally.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's gonna date someone who's not a blonde woman.
Let's
We'll
not
see.
put the horse before the cart.
We'll
Okay.
see. Probably not.
Probably not. Never
I
seen
doubt.
him in the same room with a non-blonde woman. Never,
Really?
unless they're on the show together,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's mad about it.
Then I'm not talking to her.
Yeah. There aren't many blondes in comedy.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, there is a brunettes like comedy. What
Well,
is
they don't
about
need
that?
it.
They have blondes. Hot blondes don't need it.
They don't
That's
need
true.
comedy.
Really?
They got the whole world is
Comedy's not for 8s and above.
no.
You need to have a little bit of chip on your shoulder. Like Drago, like is conventionally attractive, but his knees are giving out, so he has that going.
I'm crumbling.
He's like
He's crumbling.
he's like a greyhound.
Yeah,
dude.
he is like a greyhound.
A Great Dane.
Too
Yeah.
big for his body. That heart's pumping.
Yeah.
My heart has not much left.
Oh man, I want to do Tyler. Do you think I could beat him in a race? We ask everyone this.
Absolutely not.
A mile? You think I could run a mile further than?
I don't
quicker
think
than,
you. I think you would shatter into a million pieces if you
I'm
ran.
in
if
shape.
you ran as fast as you can, I mean, I think you. Would
I think you
just-
guys. I think people underestimate cross country body. Cross country body doesn't look good,
Right.
But you can run 100 miles. I can run 100 miles.
What are you running from?
I can
though?
outrun. That,
You know?
I can outrun that Buddha belly anytime.
Oh God, there's no way. He has runner's knee. You
I
could
do.
not.
I also can't run right now.
He always has an excuse why he can't race me. He's
I
had an
have- I
excuse for
haven't- I
6
haven't really
straight
worked out in
months.
like a month.
You had myocarditis. Then there was something in between that. And then you had runner's knee. Straight up an excuse for 6 straight
Is
months.
runners? Is that like a? That's a term, runners.
I think it's just he has pain in his knees and won't take
Runner's
ibuprofen.
knee is when your IT band gets a little too tightened. Hey, this has been a good episode of the You're an Idiot
Oh
podcast.
my!
We
Are you really ending it like that?
I don't know how else we're gonna wind it down.
Let's think of let's have one more little topic.
Jeff,
one
no,
more.
I want to go to the pool.
Oh, you're ending the podcast so you can go pool with your friends? This is
Yeah.
why you don't remember Martin's name. This is the type of shit. No dedication to the craft. No
All right,
dedication to the
Jeff,
craft.
land this plane.
Okay, let me tell you one
before
thing.
I bomb
Let's
it.
talk about gun control. Let's talk about a little. No, white guys talking about guns. That's so cliche. Drago will talk about basketball for 35 straight minutes.
Basketball's the best.
That's never
thing
been
that's
done
ever
before.
happened.
The draft just happened, Drago. What do you have? What are your thoughts on the NBA draft?
Jabari Smith was a steal. at
Who
number
is?
3.
I don't know anything about that. Tell me, who is that?
Houston Rockets got him at 3.
Who?
He's
Where?
the best player in the draft. He's gonna be an all-star.
Really? What about that?
Do
great
you
shooter.
gamble on sports?
Are you a Magic fan or no?
No.
He-
If any, I don't really. I'm not an NBA fan really.
You're a soccer guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a soccer
We
guy.
should have talked. We should have.
We should
talked
talk
to
about
him more,
soccer.
Asked him more shit.
I'll come back.
Well, we'll have him back.
I'll invite
I'm
myself.
so-
I'll invite myself back on the podcast.
No, we'll have
You
him
got,
back.
well, he'll have you back on in a couple years. We got
Yeah,
we got a
yeah.
roster of white men we got to go through.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. No, we're having a woman on next. As God is our witness.
Unless
I
I
don't know
have
who
an
it-
issue with it.
Yeah, with Drago.
Unless Drago's had any interaction with them in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
And then they say no.
And if they've ever
Because
said
I'm
one
on
of
a-
his jokes was not cool,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, nope, not on the pod.
I'm having second thoughts about being on this podcast now.
Yeah.
Now that I think
yeah,
about
you
it.
could get some heat for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of, yeah. We have a lot of incel listeners. Yeah. We got
Tyler went on the podcast and talked about runner's knee.
Yeah.
couldn't talk about communism. It was hurting Drago's soul. Man, white guy's talking about politics. What the fuck? Where did that come from? What
Joe
was that?
Biden sucks so much. Trump's so funny. Biden sucks. Hillary sucks. Like,
We-
great. That's never been said before.
Thinking about life like that, like whether something's original or not, is so stupid.
He's also saying all the things that I said. By the way.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, thanks for coming on. Everything you said was bullshit. Fuck you. It's
Jeff
it's
said
a
it.
trope.
Tyler loves talking about politics.
I should have been more like this is
Tyler
no,
loves
but that's
politics.
why I quieted down because you guys were riffing.
Yeah, we
and
were having a good time.
And I
You
was-
quieted down until you said this sucks,
I didn't. You said Drago. Why aren't you talking? I said because I don't talk about this.
and then you said
Yeah.
this sucks.
And it sucks.
It's a generic trope.
It
and
is.
then
It is.
Then you put a kibosh on it, and I had to ask you what happened in the draft. One of the low moments of the podcast.
Tyler,
One of your
where
thoughts
are you going to be this week?
Oh yeah, this will come out in like 3 weeks probably. So mid to late July.
I'm gonna be. I think in the 22nd and the 23rd. I'm featuring for Paul Verzi at Zany's Rosemont.
Zany's Rosemont, Paul Verzi.
Come
Check
out to
that
that.
out.
Yeah, come
Zany's
out to
Rosemont.
that.
It's right by an indoor skydiving place. So make sure to check out the indoor skydiving. Get a little bit of Buffalo Bubs barbecue, and then head to Zany's Rosemont for some laughter.
Anything you could ever want.
Anything.
All in one place.
Bub City.
It's
is
also
actually what
the
called.
summer, so they're gonna have like a country cover band in the middle of the
Oh,
wall.
and they'll be playing Toby Keith, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, all summer. We
Yeah.
love the Tim
Oh,
McGraw,
man.
actually, or is it Toby Keith? I
in
can't
between
remember.
songs, just some no-name country cover guy going, "This one goes out to all the Patriots out there."
Yeah. This one goes to all the Patriots who were aborted in the womb.
Yeah.
This one's for you, boys. Never got a chance to vote right way.
Thanks to this recent decision, a whole new generation of Patriots.
Yeah, a whole new generation of Patriots.
God damn it.
Next
Terrible
song goes out to
stuff.
God's little
As
children.
we've said previously, we will fund one abortion a month.
Or
on the
perform
year,
one.
Or perform one, your choice.
Whatever it takes.
Pro-choice on this podcast, of course.
Yeah. Tyler's the best.
What's
one
the
of the
podcast
funniest.
called again?
What a waste.
Every week. What days it come out?
Mondays.
A Monday
Mondays.
podcast. We'll
Yeah,
allow a
Spoti-
competitor.
Spotify, all the places.
What a
Follow on
Waste
Instagram.
podcast.
And go to my website for more dates and stuff.
Tyler's very funny. Go see him. Go see him in concert.
Hilarious, dude.
Drago, what do you got coming up? Remember, this is mid to late July.
8 and 9.
Do not
is
plug your Zany's dates in 3 days or I'll kill you.
July 8 and 9. 8
Not
and 9.
mid. Not mid. I don't know how half of 30 is.
So then
but
July 20, the next week after that. Or no, July 15th, 16th, I'm at Laugh Factory both nights.
Okay, Laugh Factory Chicago. Great. Go see Drago in his natural habitat. He's going to post an Instagram story like home game, Laugh Factory tonight.
I love him. I love those shows.
Whenever you do Laugh Factory shows, he posts a pic of the stage, home game.
I've done that one
It is the
time.
lamest
Yeah,
thing I've
yeah.
ever seen in my entire life.
I think we were together when we
you
saw him.
showed
and
G, I was
I
like-
go, look at this. He
like-
goes, ugh.
Oh, God.
Jeff, you drank your own piss for a sketch.
It was amazing. Hilarious.
Wait,
That's not-
the sketch or the piss? That's
Both.
amazing. Wow.
Both.
We've all done cringy things.
We've all done
like
cringy
reintroduce yourself
things.
to Martin Urbano.
I no club dates July or August, nothing for a while. Yeah, I had a couple and they got canceled, unfortunately. So that's okay. We don't need to talk about that.
They
Yeah.
figured out who you were.
Yeah, they figured out. Oh, this is that alt right guy. We can't have him.
Your
in wake of what
grandpa's
happened.
calling every club.
Yeah.
They're like, don't book this guy.
Don't book this crass
He's
young man.
crass.
He's no grandson of mine. Well, let's end on a nice little sad note there, you guys. This has been episode 32 or 33 of You're an Idiot. 33 episodes, N-word free. We only have 67 to go till the big celebration, everyone. You've been an idiot for listening. Make sure to subscribe and review. Peace out.
Later.
Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.